Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander viewers are advised that the following video may contain images and voices of people who have passed away.
One, two, three, four.
Welcome to country, welcome to our land. Welcome to country, welcome to our land. Sharing stories, singing songs, respecting one another. Walk with us on our land, join with us together. Welcome to country, welcome to our land, welcome to country, welcome.
When I was going to school, National Aboriginal Week, Sorry Day, Reconciliation Week, any of those things were not part of the program for school. We I don't know, reflecting on that now makes you wonder how I actually did stay there. And I think the only reason I did stay at school was because I had two teachers in secondary school who actually took the time out to believe and encourage me to stay there. And that's probably gave me the direction that I went in now. And I had a family who was very supportive and encouraged me.
I didn't go to school really. I went there a couple of years and then I maybe was too old to carry on. But as long as I know how to write my name, sign my name, and how I understand a little bit of reading, but I'm picking up a lot now.
Oh my gosh. Things have changed so much since I was a kid. First of all, you can talk about what's going on with your life now. You know, I remember when I was a kid, you didn't talk about having no food at home. You didn't talk about having no money. You didn't talk about your mum and dad separating, someone being a drug addict or an alcoholic. You didn't talk about any of that in my time. Now, there's a lot more honesty. There's a lot more support. There's social workers now, there's counsellors, there's mediation. Before, I think a lot of that stuff we hid.
I guess the bigger picture of what I want for both of my kids in life is being able to be somewhere where opportunities are created for them, and they themselves have the skills and the drive to want to take advantage of those skills.
What I'd really want for my children in their lives is to be the very best that they can be. I have no expectations and a job title. First, I just want them to be happy.
I want my children to grow up happy and healthy and engage with other kids and do it for themselves is the main thing.
That big word up there says Yaru. Nganju? Nganju. Jira.
The elements of Kids Matter work together to promote healthy families and kids that can operate at school, and supports the school to create an environment where kids can flourish and have their needs met in community, in any mental health difficulties, and to also connect to the family, extended family and community agencies if needed. If you took that framework away, kids go to school, they learn, they go home. Good or bad, problem, no problem. Whereas the framework of Kids Matter allows the connection. So the school is being proactive in taking care of its kids and keeping them healthy and happy and strong, which is what families want for their children. And so connecting the family life and connecting support for parents, and training teachers, training the schools, getting a support system in place to keep kids healthy and happy is what makes this framework advantageous to schools and to families.
The way that our school incorporates and embraces wellbeing for students and staff and families is that we always do different activities that make connections back to different cultural aspects. We've got a cooking area in our wetlands where students go out with their teachers and with Uncle Cole, one of our elders who works in our school, and they cook different foods. They might cook kangaroo tails, they might cook a kangaroo stew, or it makes them feel good. It gives them that connection and the links, and they get so much more out of doing things like that than they actually do inside four walls.
I want them to be mindful of how we have our relationship with our country and our families are very important, I think. So foundationally, it's probably having that connectedness to our community.
A requirement of our education department is to survey parents about how they believe the school's going. And whenever I've tried to do that with our community, I'm lucky to get 14 surveys back. We've tried it online, we've tried hard copies, 14's a pretty average number, and those parents, I could almost guarantee, aren't representative of the whole community. So what we did was another suggestion that came out of a Kids Matter session is we do lots of community informal days and activities where we invite the community in. So one example is our big breakfast. Once a term we run a big breakfast. We invite the parents in, it's low key, they can chat to teachers or they can choose not to. They just get to know the school and feel comfortable in the environment. What we've started doing now at Big Breakfast is we'll have a big post-it pad up where we'll ask a question and ask parents to respond to that question with stickers. And it's anonymous. Last Big Breakfast we had 80 responses from families. So compared to the 14, we were getting a much bigger response, and I'm sure it was also a much wider response. So in that way we can listen to and hear what people are telling us about the school and then try and adjust what we're doing, or if we're already doing the things the parents don't know we're doing, we broadcast it so they're very much more aware.
So it's not about the kids are coming to school, learning every day. It's getting to know their whole family. And that makes the kids more comfortable and gives them that sense of belonging. And I guess myself as a worker, knowing the community and being part of the community, the parents would feel more comfortable knowing that there's someone that understands them.
With education, it's more about the child's well-being. If a child's happy and safe, you know, they're happy to learn. But if any of those needs aren't being met, then you have a problem, and then you have a breakdown of their education. So a child has to have that feeling, that sense of belonging, safeness and home.
I've been convinced that the Mental Health Promoting Schools framework for the last 15 years of my career is the way that schools should be run. Kids Matters crystallises that for me as a school administrator, and it helps you to meet the challenges in this modern world of helping our young people grow as rounded individuals who can achieve their best.
Welcome to our land. Mani na budni, na dunia ta'ana. Mani na budni, na dunia ta'ana. Mani na budni, na dunia ta'ana.